So I wanted to show real quick how I do planks and how I modify. It took me a long time to kind of get to that point, but I will tell you it's probably one of those exercises and ability as far as strength that you will build the fastest, and I would say it's probably the most important. So I'm plus size, I'm about 280 pounds. I've lost over 50 pounds, about 5 or 6 sizes, and over 60 inches. It's taken me time. I modify, I rest, I challenge myself. I can rarely keep up with the videos, and that's okay because I'm competing with myself and not what I see on television. So here we go. So when I first started planking, I didn't have the upper body strength to be able to hold myself up on the floor. So I started off with my push-ups on the wall, and I also started planking on the wall, and obviously a plank isn't a push-up. So what I did was I just went against the wall, I took my feet out, you can catch my feet a little bit, and I held in my core, I didn't suck it in, I engaged my abs, and I have another video that I can direct you to on how to correctly engage your abs. And this is how I started. I put my feet far enough out so the majority of my weight was on my legs, it was on my toes, and I held this position. And you can grow from this position really quickly, but this is a great, very, very beginning starter point. This is how I started. What's best for you, you'll have
Another plank option is to go from the wall to maybe a sturdy couch, and I say that because sometimes couches, if we put our weight on it, it'll push it. So if you have a couch against the wall, maybe against the cushions, from that angle, again, the same position. If you're ready to hit the floor and you've built up to that point, you can also start on your knees. And this is another way that I started planking, and my push-ups, I started on my knees. And I got into good form. I'm not a trainer, but good form is basically an engaged middle. And even though I still have a tummy, I'm completely engaged right now, and also in a plank. So this is one version of a plank that you can do. You can keep your legs down. I personally like them up. The next way to do it is a traditional plank, and all that is the exact same move. And I make sure that my shoulders are over my hands, that they're shoulder width apart, engage my middle. And I'm now in a full plank, and my middle is engaged. And I hold it for as long as I can. That's how I'm going to start. One of the things I've always wanted to do was be able to do, I think it's downward facing dog. I'm definitely not super into yoga because I can't hold all the moves yet, but I was always really frustrated trying to move in and out of a plank. So one of the ways that I had started was because of my tummy, I could not be able to get into a full squat. It would get in my way, and even though it's gone down a lot, it's still there and kind of plays a role in what I am and am not able to do. So if I go to do any yoga moves that involves a plank or any of the workout moves, if I can't go down like this, I used to go down with my feet apart, and then I would come into a plank, and I would walk into my plank like this, and if I had to come up, I'd walk myself back with my feet apart, and then I bring them back together. That really helped me learn to be able to move into that plank and back. So now, if you can see the difference, I don't have to do it as much, but you'll see it a little bit. Now if I go into a plank, I can do it with my feet together, like this, at 280 pounds, move back with my knees together, and come back up. Also, when it comes to the yoga moves, I can do the same thing. If I have to go with my feet apart, I can now go into this easily. And again, if I have to come back up, I do it with my legs apart. And that's helped me a lot. So hopefully some of those modifiers will help you. You have to do it based off of your own ability. I'm not a trainer. I'm just another plus size woman on my journey to fit and out of breath, and that's okay.